I guess he felt hurt and he felt, he felt angry. He felt like he needed to punish me. And I asked him for a release, and he said, well, see me in a half hour. And of course, the hour came and went.
I want to fast forward a little bit to Just Incredible. Okay, so you were paired with PJ for a while. And then I remember, because I wasn't told, from what I can recall, I wasn't told too much ahead of time. I don't know if anybody ever was. It was kind of like, Paul would call you like the week before or the night before and say, oh, I'm doing this, this, and this. It was, sometimes it was on the fly. Sometimes it was the night of the show or whatever. But I remember the night that I turned on Dreamer when he won the belt, and I went with PJ.
Yeah.
And, it was, from my understanding going forward, it was supposed to be me, PJ, and you.
Yeah.
And then something happened to where you were kind of gone.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was gone pretty much indefinitely, other than being brought back a couple of times for the ECW WWE version pay-per-views, and that was that was the beginning of the end for as far as what we were. But yeah, I mean, there was just a set of circumstances, that I was. Toward the end, I was very unhappy there, because I did not fit into that managerial role. I always felt like, and no one's fault, as far as the people that I'm working with. I felt that they should have kind of let me do something else, because I was really into that whole fitness program and getting into great shape, and I proved many, many times. I mean, I'm a wrestler.
okay.
I can manage. I can do whatever you want me to do. But wrestling is what I wanted to do. And even Paul and I spoke about it. And he was saying that he wanted to pretty much have me do something else. And I was waiting. It wasn't happening. So my attitude was a little bit off at that time. I didn't walk around the locker room and moping or being angry at anyone. It's just you could feel those vibes, like between Paul and I and all that. That was actually the last time that my very last ECW as an Extreme Championship Wrestling without the WWE. That was my very last time, when PJ won the belt, when you turned. And, then I just stopped getting booked. Certain things happened, that were, I guess between Paul and I, he felt, I guess he felt hurt and he felt angry. He felt like he needed to punish me, See, he never released me out of my contract, So when the call came for me to go to WCW, I couldn't, because I was never released out of that contract. I mean, just to clarify that. And yes, I did receive a call. So I kind of just lingered and did nothing. And then I came to one more show in Poughkeepsie, I think. And I asked him for a release, and he said, well, see me in a half hour. And of course, the hour came and went, and whatever. Listen, water under the bridge. He had his reasons. I have absolutely no ill will, nothing. It took me a little while, feeling sorry for myself and kind of like that whole self-pity, like, well, I could have, I should have, and I would have, and I wanted to. So I picked myself up and I brushed myself off, and pretty much, you can whine and be a little bitch about it,
Mm-hmm.
or you can pick yourself up on your feet and be a man and move forward. And
Right.
things, So, and the last time I saw Paul at the, I think it was that the Legends, or remember when he was under that the 10 big event?
Yes.
I actually spoke to Paul for a good half hour, 40 minutes, you know. He actually said he actually sent out security to find me. And they asked me to go back and see him.
Okay.
And walk through, and I was clean. I was sober. I looked very good, and his eyes were wide. I said, "Oh my God!" I mean, I don't know what he expected to see. And he saw a guy that didn't fall down on his ass and stay down.
Good.
Kind of. It ended with that very, very positive. And we
Okay. Good.
I mean, it's really, I can't, I just have to say that, I'm here today because of that one single opportunity that extended on and off over 8 years, from 93 till right around 2000. And again, nobody was really banging down my door, and I'm sure others can attest to that as well.
Right.
Therefore, we had that opportunity. So it's like, you want to look at it, the glass half full, half empty. I choose to look at it from the more positive aspect, and ultimately, it is ECW that allowed me the opportunity to continue doing what I'm doing now. And, I'm in my 60s now, and I'm still very active.
Hey there, it is the Queen of Extreme Francine from ECW. Do you want to see more of me? Click over here to watch another video, or click over here to listen to my podcast. And as always,